When the silence of the night sky over Kashmir was broken on April 29, 2025, it wasn't by a sonic boom or a missile strike. It was broken by something far more historic and far more consequential. It was broken by a signal, the unmistakable electronic signature of an engagement that would redefine not only the military balance of South Asia, but the global perception of technological supremacy in the skies. On that night, under the cloak of darkness and the weight of decades of hostility, the air forces of India and Pakistan faced off in what would become the first known direct engagement between India's French-made Dassault Raffels and Pakistan's Chinese-built J-10CPs. And for the first time in the history of modern warfare, a Chinese-manufactured PL-15 air-to-air missile, long theorized, feared, and analyzed, was fired in active combat, not in a training range or a closed simulation, but in the real sky against a real Western adversary. The symbolic weight of that moment cannot be overstated. For years, Western defense analysts speculated about the PL-15. With its range exceeding 200 kilometers, active electronically scanned array AESA radar guidance, and two-way data link, the missile represented the cutting edge of Chinese aerospace engineering. But until that night, it had never been used in live combat. That moment, when a Pakistani J-10CP pilot locked onto an Indian Raffel and launched a PL-15, marked the beginning of something unprecedented. The first ever use of Chinese next-generation missile technology in a peer-to-peer engagement. Not against insurgents or outdated aircraft, but against one of the most sophisticated Western fighters in operation. The PL-15 was no longer a rumor, no longer a theoretical threat on PowerPoint slides. It was now a weapon of war, and yet the world almost missed it. There was no bombastic announcement, no press conference, no smoking wreckage on the ground. What unfolded was a quiet but powerful shift, a stealthy chess move in the sky, where strategy, software, and split-second decisions changed the future of air power. It began with an incursion alert, Indian surveillance picking up high-speed targets crossing into contested airspace over the Kashmir region. Within minutes, Rafales were scrambled from bases in Ambala and Hasimara. These aircraft, gleaming symbols of Western aeronautical dominance, were equipped with the Spectra electronic warfare suite, Thales RBE-2 ASA radar, and the Meteor missile, until now considered the most lethal long-range air-to-air weapon in the region. The Indian pilots flew with confidence, experience, and perhaps an expectation of overwhelming superiority. But they weren't alone in the sky. Awaiting them on the